What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient automatic Minecraft Bedrock golden XP farm. This farm works on 1.19 and on all platforms of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on your phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. As you guys can see here, this farm allows you to easily get a lot of gold nuggets. By the way, gold nuggets can be used to make gold ingots. The farm also allows you to easily get a lot of gold ingots. By the way, gold ingots can be used for making golden apples or for bartering with piglins. This farm also allows you to easily get a lot of rotten flesh. Rotten flesh can be traded with villagers to get emeralds. This farm is also a great, quick, and easy way to get a lot of XP. This farm allows you to easily get to level 30 or higher. The materials list for this farm is in the description. The first step is to place 30 solid blocks. You can use any type of solid block that you want except for solid blocks that burn. A couple examples of solid blocks that don't burn are smoothstone or cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you're done building up 30 blocks, place 22 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you have placed those 22 blocks, place 23 obsidian over here. Then place 22 obsidian over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you have placed those 22 obsidian, place 22 obsidian over here. Once you have placed that obsidian, go down here. Then place 21 obsidian over here. After you're done with that step, you should have a 23 block long and 23 block wide nether portal. The next step is to find out what side of this nether portal zombified piglins spawn on. To do that, first create a water dispenser system. To create a water dispenser system, first go over here. Then place a block at each of these spots. Now place 2 blocks over here. Then break this block. After you have done that, go to this side. Then place 3 blocks over here. Then place a dispenser over here. Make sure that dispenser is facing this way. Now place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that dispenser. Then place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing this way. Now add a water bucket to this dispenser. As you guys can see there, that should cause water to constantly get dispensed and sucked up. That will cause the nether portal to break whenever it is lit. Every time the nether portal is broken, there's a chance for zombified piglins to spawn. Once you have created that water dispenser system, light the nether portal using flint and steel. By the way, it may take multiple tries to light the nether portal. Continue lighting the nether portal until zombified piglins spawn. By the way, make sure the world is not set to peaceful. As you guys can see there, zombified piglins spawned on this side of my nether portal. That means they will always spawn on this side. By the way, if you can't get the nether portal to light, make sure you created the nether portal with the correct dimensions. It should be 23 blocks wide and 23 blocks tall. Make sure to remember what side of the nether portal zombified piglins spawn on. The next step is to go over here. Then place 3 blocks. Now place a block on the side of the nether portal that zombified piglins spawned on. My zombified piglins spawned on this side of my nether portal, so I'm going to place a block over here. After you have done that, break the water dispenser system. The next step is to stand on the block that you placed to mark the side of the nether portal that zombified piglins spawned on. Then place 8 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now place a block at this spot. Then place 7 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now place a block at this spot. Then place 6 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those blocks should all be on the side of the nether portal that zombified piglins spawned on. The next step is to place 14 blocks over here. Then place 7 blocks over here. After you have placed those blocks, place a block at this spot. Then place 21 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After you're done placing 21 blocks, place 5 blocks over here. Then fill in the outline with blocks. After you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to place 3 blocks over here. Then place water at this spot. As you guys can see there, that water should flow all the way over to this spot. That water stream will push zombified piglins that fall over here over to this spot. The next step is to go down there. This should be the spot where zombified piglins are pushed to. Now place 6 blocks at this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then place 2 blocks over here, and 3 blocks over here. Then place 3 blocks over here. After you have done that, place 4 blocks over here. Then place a block at each of these spots. The next step is to break these 3 blocks. Now break these blocks as well. The next step is to place a piston at each of these spots. Make sure those pistons are facing the correct directions. Then place a redstone torch at each of these spots. Then place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing this way. Then place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing this piston. Then place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing this way. Finally, place an observer at this spot. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that piston. It's really important that you place all the pistons, redstone torches, and observers correctly. The next step is to place 4 solid blocks over here. Then place 3 over here, and 3 on this side as well. The next step is to throw a trident at that piston. By the way, the trident can have any level of durability because the trident will never break in this farm. Now place a lever at this spot, then flick it down. Once the pistons stop moving, flick it up. As you guys can see there, that should cause the pistons to move around infinitely. Now flick this lever down. That should cause the pistons to stop moving. That is the trident killer in this farm. It will automatically kill all the zombified piglins. The next step is to place 2 glass blocks over here, and a slab at this spot. This spot will be where you collect all the XP. The next step is to place a block at each of these spots. Now place 3 blocks over here, 1 at each of these spots, 1 over here, and 3 over here. After you have done that, go to this side. Now place a block at each of these spots. Once you have done that, go to the back. Then place a block at each of these spots. Finally, go to this side. Now place a block at each of these spots. The next step is to place 4 blocks over here. Now go down to the spot. Then place 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place 6 ladders over here. After you have done that, go over to this spot. Then count forward 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 2 blocks over here, and a block at this spot. Then break these 2 blocks. Now place a hopper over here. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is facing that block. Now crouch down and place a rail on the hopper. By the way, it does not matter what direction the rail is facing. Then place a minecart hopper over here. That minecart hopper should be under one of the 4 blocks of the trident killer floor. After you're done with that step, place a block at each of these spots. Then break this block. The next step is to place a torch over here and torch over here. Those torches will prevent mobs from spawning in this area. The next step is to place 2 blocks over here, 1 at this spot, and 2 over here. Then break these blocks. Once you have done that, place 16 blocks over here. Then place a block at this spot. Now place 22 blocks over here. Finally, place 22 blocks over here. After you are done with that step, the farm should look like that. That will be the drop chamber for the zombified piglins. The next step is to place 7 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After you have done that, place 8 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then place a lever at this spot. Now place 7 redstone over here. Then place 8 redstone over here. Once you're done with that step, place 12 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then go over here. Now place a redstone repeater at this spot. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone repeater are facing that way. Now place 10 redstone over here. After you're done with that step, place a solid block over here and a redstone torch on top of it. Then place a solid block on that redstone torch and a redstone torch on top of this block. Now continue placing more solid blocks and redstone torches until there is a redstone torch at this height. After you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. As you guys can see here, there is a redstone torch at this height. It should be 1 block above the bottom of the nether portal. The next step is to go down here. Then flick this lever down. After you have done that, go back up here. The next step is to place 3 blocks over here. Then go to this side. Now place a dispenser at this spot. Make sure that dispenser is facing this way. Then place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing the dispenser. Now go to this side. Then place 3 blocks over here. Now place an observer at the spot. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing this way. After you have done that, place a sticky piston at the spot. Make sure that sticky piston is facing that observer. Then place 2 redstone over here. As you guys can see there, that sticky piston should move the observer over to the side. That will shut off the observer redstone clock. Once you have done that, add a water bucket to this dispenser. The next step is to go to this corner. Then count 2 blocks up from this spot. 1, 2. Now place a block over here. Then place 6 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After you have done that, place a block at this spot. Now place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is facing this way. Then break this block. After you have done that, go to this side. Then place 5 observers over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure the top arrow of those 5 observers are facing this way. It's important that the observers are facing the correct directions. The next step is to place 2 blocks over here and 6 over here. Then place 3 blocks over here and 3 over here as well. After you have done that, place 6 blocks over here and 6 over here as well. Then place 2 blocks over here and 2 over here. Now place 5 blocks over here. The next step is to place a wooden trapdoor at each of these spots. Then open the trapdoors. After you have done that, place lava over here. That will be the trapdoor igniter system in this farm. How this trapdoor igniter system works is the observers will update the lava. That will cause the lava to constantly ignite the trapdoors. The trapdoors will light the nether portal. The next step is to go over here. Now crouch down and place 3 blocks. Then place a dispenser at this spot. Make sure that dispenser is facing downwards. Then place 3 blocks over here and 2 over here. Now place 2 chests over here. Then crouch down and place 2 chests over here as well. Then crouch down and place 2 chests over here. Once you have placed those chests, break these blocks. Now crouch down and place 3 hoppers over here. Make sure the nozzles of all those hoppers are facing that dispenser. The next step is to crouch down and place a hopper at each of these spots. Make sure the nozzles of those hoppers are facing the chests. The next step is to crouch down and place 2 solid blocks over here. Then place 3 blocks over here. Now place 2 over here. Then place a redstone torch at each of these spots. Once you have placed those redstone torches, place 2 blocks over here. Then place 3 blocks over here. Now go to the side. Then place a hopper at each of these spots. Make sure the nozzles of those 3 hoppers are facing those blocks. Now break these 3 blocks. Then place a redstone comparator at each of these spots. Make sure the 2 prongs of each of those redstone comparators are facing the hopper in front of it. The next step is to break these 3 blocks. Now place 3 blocks over here. Then place 3 redstone repeaters over here. Make sure the 2 prongs of each of those redstone repeaters are facing that way. After you have done that, place 3 solid blocks over here, and 3 over here as well. Now place 3 redstone over here, 3 over here, and 3 over here as well. The next step is to crouch down and place a block over here. Now place a block at each of these spots as well. After you have done that, break this block. Now place a glass block over here. Once you are done with that step, add a lava bucket to this dispenser. Then crouch down and place a lever over here. Now flick this lever down. As you guys can see there, that should cause that lava to get dispensed. Then break this lever. Now remove the bucket from this dispenser. After you're done with that step, place 2 solid blocks over here, 1 at this spot and 1 over here. Then break this block. Then place a lever over here, redstone torch over here, and redstone repeater over here. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone repeater are facing that way. Then place redstone at this spot. As you guys can see there, that should create a redstone clock. Once you have created that redstone clock, flick this lever down to shut it off. The next step is to open this hopper. Then place 41 gold nuggets over here. Then place a block at each of these spots. Once you have done that, open this hopper. Now place 41 gold ingots over here. Then place a block at each of these spots. Finally, open this hopper. Then place 41 rotten flesh over here. Now place a block at each of these spots. After you're done with that step, those redstone comparators should be activated. It's really important that you set up the hoppers correctly. By setting those 3 hoppers up like that, the item sorter will have overflow protection. That will prevent the item sorter from breaking whenever one of the chests get full. I am now going to do a quick fly around so that you can check and make sure you've made this farm correctly. Over there should be the nether portal. Over here there should be this water stream that flows to this spot. Over there should be the trapdoor igniter system. Over here there should be this water dispenser system. Down here there should be this redstone. Over here there should be the trident killer. Finally, over here, there should be the item sorter system. How this farm works is, you can first flick this lever up. That will activate this cold sword incinerator system. You can then flick this lever up. That will activate the trident killer. After you have done that, you can flick this lever up. That will activate the water dispenser system. The water dispenser system will constantly dispense and suck up water. Every time water is dispensed, the nether portal will break. Every time the water is sucked up, the nether portal will light. The nether portal will constantly be lit by this trapdoor igniter system. The observers update the lava so that it constantly ignites the trapdoors. The trapdoors light the nether portal. Every time the nether portal is broken, there is a chance for zombified piglins to spawn. The zombified piglins will spawn over here. They will then get pushed by the water stream into the kill chamber. All the zombified piglins will get automatically killed in the trident killer. You can collect the XP over here. All the loot will get funneled down into this collection system. The gold nuggets will be funneled into this chest, the gold ingots will be funneled into this chest, and the rotten flesh will be funneled into this chest. All the gold swords will go into that dispenser. The gold swords will then get dispensed into the lava. That will prevent them from clogging the collection system. Whenever you want to turn this farm off, you can flick each of these levers down. I'm now going to show you how to use this farm. To use it, first flick this lever up. That will activate the gold sword incinerator system. Then you go up here. Now flick this lever up to activate the trident killer. Once you have done that, flick this lever up. That will activate the water dispenser system. Now stand over here. At this point, all you have to do is wait. Zombified piglins will spawn and then get pushed down here. They will then get automatically killed. You will collect all the XP over here and all the loot will get funneled down into the collection system. This farm is a great, quick and easy way to get a bunch of loot and XP. By the way, if you want to get more loot at a time from this farm, you can hold a sword that is enchanted with looting 3. The looting 3 effect will be applied to the trident. This farm works whether the world difficulty is set to easy, normal, or hard. However, the zombified piglins spawn the fastest when it is on hard. Whenever you're done using this farm, first flick this lever down. That will deactivate the water dispenser system. Now wait for the remaining zombified piglins to fall into the trident killer. Once there are no more zombified piglins, flick this lever down. That will deactivate the trident killer. Finally, flick this lever down. That will shut off the gold sword incinerator system. Whenever you want to collect the loot, all you need to do is open these chests. The gold nuggets will be in here. The gold ingots will be in here. And the rotten flesh will be in here. By the way, when the water dispenser system is turned off, sometimes the water will be dispensed and sometimes the water will not be dispensed. If the water is dispensed, the nether portal will not be lit. If it is not dispensed, the nether portal will be lit. It is fine either way. The farm will still work whenever you turn it on. If this farm does not work for you, make sure the world difficulty is not set to peaceful. Also, make sure fire spreads is turned on. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient automatic Minecraft Bedrock Gold and XP farm. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.